Welcome back, boys and girls, to another lesson. Today we are on book number 38, another book about zoos. So if you're animal lovers, you must be in your glory. This one is called Lunch at the Zoo. So you can grab your writing book and get ready to head up. Book 38, our book is called Lunch at the Zoo. For our word work, we're going to be doing some more plurals, turning some singular words into plurals by adding es. So the word work, adding es to words to make them plural. We're going to be looking at words that have the ending x, ch, s, double s, tch, and double z. And our words are mix, bench, bus, glass, watch, and buzz. So at this point you can pause me to get this written down and then we will begin. Okay, got my trusty orange marker. Alright, so these words are all singular, which means that they mean one, but we want to make them plural. Plural means more than one. And very simply, all we have to do is add an es. So if a word ends with these letters, you can add es to make it plural. So mix becomes mixes. Es is mixes. mixes. Bench becomes benches. See if you can spell it before I spell it. benches. Bus becomes buses. buses. Glass becomes glasses. glasses. Watch becomes watches. watches, running out of space. And the last one, buzz becomes buzzes. buzzes. Okay, so you can press pause just to get this all written down. And then we're going to go on to our new text for today, Lunch at the Zoo. Okay, so yesterday we talked about modern day zoos and the work that those zoos are doing to make sure that their animals are happy and healthy. Today we're going to talk about the tough job that zookeepers must do in feeding these animals. Okay, so this is a nonfiction text. So remember, these are animals from the wild, so we can't just go out to Lindo's or a grocery store and buy gorilla food or buy food for an alligator. There were certain things that they eat in the wild that might not always be accessible to humans. Accessible means easily able to get it. So then they're going to have to come up with some creative ways to feed these animals and keep them healthy with food that they would actually eat. So what I want you to think about as we're reading today is I want you to think about the headings and text organization. Do you remember what the headings are? Well, you know in the nonfiction text, we have a table of contents. So these are the different sections. What's for lunch? Getting it right, making it interesting, making it fun, good food, good lives. And every time you get to a new section, you have a heading, which is like the title that tells you what that section is about. The headings in this book are organized in a certain way because they tell us what zookeepers must think about when they're choosing food for the animals. Okay, so I want you to think about these three headings, especially, or these three sections, especially when you're reading. So, the section Getting It Right, Making It Interesting, and Making It Fun. I'm going to read some of this book with you, but as I'm reading and as you're reading, think about how you can summarize each section. What was the point of the section Getting It Right? What was the point of the section Making It Interesting? And what was the point of the section Making It Fun? If you had to tell your cousin, auntie, sister, brother what this section was about, what would you say? Okay? So I'm going to read some of Lunch at the Zoo. You're going to put me on pause and then read the rest on your own. All right, what's for lunch? I'm hungry myself. How much do you feed an animal that weighs 7 tons? Is it okay if a snake only eats toads? What do you do when a tiger won't eat at all? People who work at zoos know the answers to these questions. Okay, caption. Elephants need more than 100 pounds of food a day. Wild animals get their own food. A lion hunts and kills a zebra. But zoos can't get zebra meat for lions to eat. So a lion in a zoo gets horse meat or cow meat to eat. A python gets a pig or a rabbit. Elephants get hay. Vampire bats get blood. Don't worry, the blood is from a cow. Okay, so here's our first section, getting it right. In the wild, Arctic foxes follow polar bears and eat from their kills. So remember, we're thinking about food that zookeepers must get for these animals. So this is a section that after we're done reading it, I want you to be able to tell me what was the point of this section, what important tips can you take from it. I'm going to read page 6 and 7, pause me, and then you're going to read the rest on your own. Getting it right. Sometimes zookeepers can't find the perfect food. An Arctic fox eats eggs, bugs, berries, and anything dead that it can find. It also hunts lemmings. Lemmings are small animals like mice. Most zoos can't get lemmings, so they give the foxes something close. It might be dog food, ground up meat, or dead mice. And then here they have a menu. One day's menu for an Arctic fox, 1 cup of dry dog food. And they look like dogs, don't they? 1 mouse and half an apple. So at this point, I want you to put me on pause and continue reading the rest of Lunch at the Zoo. Okay, so you should have finished reading Lunch at the Zoo, and the point of the whole book is that the right diet will help keep zoo animals healthy and content. Okay, so the book is organized in a certain way. It gives us 3 main ideas to think about as far as making food that is healthy for the animals, that tastes good, and that keeps them interested. So these are the 3 sections I want you to focus on. Getting it right, making it interesting, and making it fun. What I want you to do is I want you to go back and look at those sections again, and I want you to jot down in your writing book, what are the takeaways from those sections? What was the point of the section, getting it right? What should we remember about that section? For the section, making it interesting, what should we remember about that section? What was important? And for the section, making it fun, why? Why do you have to make it fun? Just eat the food. They tell us why. They tell us why we have to make it fun if we're going to be zookeepers. Okay? So all of this information, I want to see it in your writing book. So when I see you in class, I can see how you've progressed. Okay? So thank you for sticking it out with me. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye.